Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States. Johnny Appleseed here with a message for the guy sitting next to you. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Also, in the description, the link to the Bonehead Cartoon. Yes, that's a gift for you. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to All Things Ink the Book Show. And now, onto the show.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey everybody, it's everyone's best friend, especially my best friend, me! Ryan O'Connor here to ink the book. We're finishing the page we started yesterday, and that's what we're doing. This is page 171 of my 250-page graphic novel, Bonehead. It's my first graphic novel. I'm figuring out how to do it in the wee corners of my life, wherever they may fall. And I don't know. I got nothing to say. What am I, an entertainer? I gotta start drawing. So let's get into it. Oh, dang. You know what I forgot? I've got a cup of tea brewing out there. I need to get that cup of tea. Otherwise, I'm gonna not do anything. I won't be able to function without my tea. Some people like coffee. Some people like some people like booze. Some people like amphetamines. Me, I just need some tea, even if it's one of the things I said. I think that cup of tea should be ready. I was so busy prepping the show, I forgot about my needs. Besides my needs to prep the show. I'm all jittery, I think, from getting started. No, I already pounded a cup of tea. That's what it is. Oh, I think we're going to get a guest. Yeah. For once in my pitiful life, I have a friend. I mean, I don't want to count my chickens before they get on the show, but so that Kickstarter I backed, that just closed. The how to think when you draw. If you haven't checked that out, It's a Kickstarter I've been meaning to back the last few volumes that came out, and I kept missing it, but I finally backed. I didn't go in on the current volume 5, but I backed the tier where I could get the first 3 volumes, so I can catch up. And if you are otherwise interested in that thing, it's called How to Think When You Draw. I believe the Etherington brothers have a website called How to Think When You Draw. Let me see. Maybe? No. But it's out there. If you Google it, you'll find something. I'm not promising that what you find will be PG or SFW, but let me see. She might not come in, is what it sounded like. You know, she says she doesn't have headphones, but her husband is a musician. So that's BS. I'm gonna tell her as much. Okay. Furthermore, before this train wreck wrecks more trains, I'm gonna go get me that tea. Whee! It's just right out in the hallway. Never a perfect show. It's better than a perfect show. It's a damn wreck. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. We're inking. Get out of my face, art supplies. She's not at home. Okay. Fiddle-dee-dee. I guess I'll just have to come out of my shell and walk into the ocean, stand on my own 2 feet, breathe deep, and let nature take its course. Okay, I kind of hypnotized myself there. I don't know what I was trying to say. I guess I was saying, without saying it exactly, I gotta put on a show myself. What else is new? Well, my friend, she's putting together a craft fair show or something. That's Kat. She's been on the show before. Who else can I guilt into getting on the show? Okay, here's. Let me turn this heater off. It's summer, but I'm a cold little guy. So I have a heater going like year round in my room here. But I'm never really the right temperature, so then I'm too hot. My body needs to be at a constant 72 degrees, otherwise I wilt like a flower. I'm the most fragile man in the world. I had kind of a Bob Einstein thing going there with my voice for a sec. Let's see. Okay, today was not as productive as I hoped. The first like 4 hours of my day got kind of commandeered. And I got terrible sleep, so the next several hours I sleeped. I sleeped. So that's the life. Maybe someday. Maybe someday my days will be my own. Oh wait, I'm doing my favorite thing in the world right this moment. Okay. So I'm gonna bold up his outline a smidgen. I'm gonna pull this back out because I don't want to beat up my camera too bad with my brush. Okay. And then we put that a little bolder. We'll do this even bolder. Trying to establish some depth. Mm-hmm. Tea. Here, I'm gonna bully somebody else into coming in. He's got these black, empty eyes, like a doll's eyes. That's from Ferris Bueller. I've never actually seen Jaws, which is the Citizen Kane of shark movies, I guess. I've never seen Citizen Kane either, which is like the Citizen Kane of movies. Quite literally, I think you'll find. Could it be more Citizen Kane? That's from Friends. That's a Friends reference, and I gotta get a life. Especially if I'm watching Friends. Yeesh. If you find yourself watching Friends, maybe go outside and play instead. Climb a tree. Get some vitamin D into your skin. If you need your Matthew Perry fix, at least watch Almost Heroes with Chris Farley. And if you need a David Schwimmer fix, um, I really hope you find some taste. I hope your brain gets better. Okay. David Schwimmer just unsubscribed. I was his biggest fan. Now I've got nothing to watch on YouTube. Or whatever he sounds like. I've been cooking up plot points for not this graphic novel, not even what I think will be my next graphic novel, but the one after that. I've got a robot story I want to tell. So this is Bonehead. It's a 250-page graphic novel. Once I'm done inking this, I got to get it all scanned and colored and lettered and everything, all that. And I'm doing it all live here on YouTube and Twitch and wherever else books are sold, or something like that. And when I finish this project, I think the next project I'm going to do is to finish a digitally drawn book that I started years ago called Moon Valley. And then I want to do a robot story. There's also a circus story I want to tell. So many stories, not enough life. Life moves too fast and not fast enough at the same time. Let's see, this background needs a change in. I don't like that this is a corner over here. And I kind of do, but I kind of don't. So I'm just going to, well, maybe I can do it like that. I think that works for me. For this, instead of being like a platform, because that hasn't had a place in this scene till all of a sudden. So I'm just going to do these conduits that kind of run through the ground. And then I might not do that. Anyway, these don't have to be so elaborate. Okay, there we go. I think, but I don't know. Let me look at it on the screen. Maybe that'll soothe maybe that'll make me more certain of what I'm doing. It's kind of easy. It's a good way to step back, I've found, is looking at the screen to see what I'm drawing. It's a good step back. Like, even if I take a pause, I can't quite tell what isn't right about something. Okay. What about that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So let's see, what's today? The 3rd. And by the 10th, I'm going to Wisconsin. I'm going to Wisconsin for a few days with my brothers and sisters, mom, dad, and all my sisters-in-law and my nieces and nephews. It's going to be a blast. But if I'm going to go on vacation, I think I'm going to bring some capacity of comic with me. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to try and work on that scene, maybe draw that scene that I have to add toward the end of the book to make it right. So I think that's what I'm going to bring with me. I don't know if I'll stream at all the days that I'm out there. I don't think I'm going to be inking if I stream. But I'll certainly try to do something. Maybe I can do something with Liam. Maybe Liam and Mike and Jimmy, my brothers. I mean, I have 3 sisters too. Why don't I ever include them? Well, okay, I'm just getting into the weeds talking out loud. But actually, I invite everybody on my show every day. But my brothers are usually the more receptive to coming on. So maybe I'll do something with them while I'm out there. But in the meantime, I want to hit a certain page number before the little vacation-y thing starts. So I'm on 171. Excuse me. I'm on 171. So by vacation day, I see. The thing is, I gotta make a hard page schedule to live by to the end of the book. I keep meaning to do that. So by the 10th, what am I trying to hit before the 10th? So we got 6 days till the 9th, right? I think I'm going to try and see, planning on doing multiple pages never works out for me. Almost never. Because I'd like to hit more than the 6, but my track record doesn't yield fantastic results when I try to do that, to make that happen. Though I did hit 3 pages one day last week. Or something. Pretty sure it was last week. I followed through too well. I'm too dang good at inking that I messed everything up. I should be fired from a cannon into the sun forever. Okay. And here's Denton Crux peeking into Bonehead's head like a certified weirdo. Kung fu noises. Whoosh, whoosh. Hey-ya! Do kung fus say hiya? Sure they do. I don't think I've ever seen a kung fu movie. When I was in karate, when I was in 8th grade, I like 7th or 8th grade, 9th grade maybe. Yeah, till 9th grade. I was in karate. We didn't say hiya. We said kia. I also learned how to count to 10 in Japanese. Ich ni son shi go roku shi hachi kuju. Unless that's like Japanese swears or something, and my sensei was just having a laugh with us. Sensei Peters, you rascally devil. I never did. Look it up to verify. Somebody taught him wrong on purpose years ago. He just never was corrected. Even that time he went to Japan and got all those shocked looks. Mm-hmm. I hear some heavy bass. I think coming from a car out in the lot, in the little what do you call it? The satellite parking, little tiny, what do you call it? Parking spaces outside my place. The guest parking. It's been going all this time, I think. I have a comic and I want to paint it black. This is the picture and I want to paint it black. There is some art here and I want to paint it black. However that song goes. Oh, I don't know if I actually said what I was trying to say about the how to think when you draw earlier. So the Kickstarter campaign for the books just ended, but if you go to their website or their Instagram, they have, I think, all the tutorials, or at least many of them that are found between the 5 volumes up on their Instagram and on their whatever the website is. I think it's a blog spot, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But if you Google it, you'll find it. And the thing is, there's like a lot of repetition on the Instagram. They repeat them all the time. And, you can just spend days sifting for what you're looking for, but they've got everything. Like, they've got lessons on all kinds of stuff. And I think the blog is a little bit better because you can kind of see it like laid out. Like, it's just kind of random, but it's like how to think when you draw hair, how do you think when you draw caves, how do you think when you draw grass, how to think when you draw ropes, how to think when you draw candles, how do you think when you draw ghosts, how do you think when you draw fur, how to think when you draw leaves, how to think when you draw. I think you get the idea. Chins, how to think when you draw cabinets, how to think when you draw houses, how to think when you draw cars, how to think when you draw. Can I stop? How to think when you draw fire hydrants, how to think when you draw stop signs, how to think when you draw orange juice, how to think when you draw clouds, how to think when you draw leopards, how to think when you draw bears, how to think when you draw door handles, how to think when you draw doors, how to think when you draw welcome mats, how to think when you draw help me. His head's looking a little flat. But I kind of like it. I don't know. A little too much ink on this brush right now for this detail. There we go. Is it a hand or a softball? It's probably a softball. Moving on. Okay. I am gonna fix that. I don't like that flat. I thought it was fine. Why do I still have those pens? They barely do the trick anymore. I gotta get new ones. Oh, I think I was shortchanging myself earlier when I said how many pages I need to get to by the 9th. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. That's 6 more pages. So 77. At least page 77 I have to get to before I can drive to Wisconsin. Is it a deal? What am I talking to myself? That's Denton Crux. That's more Denton Crux. These are the worst glasses I've ever had. They're always sliding off my face, and then when I tighten them, they either pinch my ears and hurt to wear, or they just unadjust and start sliding down my face again. I'm just going to be a blind guy from here on out. It worked for Mozart. He was blind and painted a beautiful church every day for the rest of his life. No one could even tell he was a blind guy. I could do that. I will do that. I'm going to gouge out my eyes right now. Thanks, Mozart. I learned something today. And now you did too. The more you know. Fun fact, George Washington was blind when he crossed the Delaware. Let me ask you a personal question. How do you think Rosa Parks stood up on that bus? Blind. Oh, it's true, not everyone's a successful blind person. Take Jimmy Carter, for example. Guy's been seeing 20/20 his whole dang life. 96 years old or something. Hasn't failed to see a thing. He's still hammering nails. The hand is steady as the pyramids. Not a good improviser, but sometimes I make me laugh. Point is, terrible blind guy, that Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter's seeing eye dog was like, you know what? Why don't you just lead me around? Ugh, split line. Oy. Now I think there's too much ink. Yeah. Okay. We've been going an hour. I think I might just grab the next page. And at least, the next batch of pages, because this is the last one in this batch of 10. Usually grab batches of 10 from out in the hallway. And I make it through that pile, then I grab the next batch of 10. Once the last batch goes in the finished pile. It's just it's nice to see like a decent chunk just dwindle down. It's kind of like a psychological thing. Like, oh, look, another chunk I burned through, another chunk I burned through, another chunk I burned through. When you find ways to trick yourself into feeling um, accomplished, that's good for getting through projects. And seeing 10-page chunks disappear is a good way to feel accomplished. Keeps your head in the game, you know? Also, I recommend working on your project in front of people, live on YouTube or whatever, because then you kind of have a sense of accountability. Like, I didn't stream 2 days this week. My boss is going to kill me. No. Or whatever it is. Well, that is kind of how I think about this project. Is like, how would my boss feel about my productivity if I had one? And there's this little design or whatever down here. Copying the panel above. I think I should, I don't know if I'll do it there, but I'll do it here. Make this black. Hey, hey, what do you say? Had me a woman, she flew away. Climbed onto the nearest star. Miss a lot, there you are. Or something like that. Adamant. Okay. And then To know what then juice it up. Jam 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 'em in. Juice it up, juice it up. Yabba dabba ding ding. Juice it up. Or whatever they say. We will be fine. Apollo 9. Etc. Alright, pencil this in. I don't like flying without a safety net. Because even when I have pencils, I jack up my drawings all the time. Okay. My tummy's rumbling. Okay, that's those. And then got this going. Oh. Oh, what was I listening to today? I was checking out whatever the album is by The Laws, the LA apostrophe S. And they're the guys that do There She Goes. What a beautiful voice I have. There she cool. That song. You know the one. Because they've got another song that I'd heard called Feelin'. That's on that album, and I liked that too. So I was listening to the album today, and I don't think I heard anything I didn't like. I didn't make it through it because I had to turn it off eventually, but it's good. Oops, wrong side. That's the thin side. Caramba. Wait for that to dry. Oops. Oopsin. Oh, dang it, I did it again. I'm the Cadillac of ding-dongs. Okay. I just drew that. Is it not fresh in my dang mind? Okay, I'm fighting with the camera. Down here. Okay. I might just go ahead and add some extra details. To the floor. Make it a little more established as a floor. Just gonna throw some like panels, like it's just a bunch of sheet metal. It's probably what I was thinking when I made them on a platform, not platform, but raised up ground. Sure. I'll do this too. Good heavens. Okay, now I think there's something else I gotta clean here. Okay. Here's this page. I'm gonna run out and grab the next one, and I'll at least start that a little bit. I'll just be but a moment. And that moment has passed. Okay. 172. Okay, how do I start a page? I usually don't do this part on the stream. I usually do it off camera just because it's a little more tedious and unexciting. So I got me my ruler, my technical pen. I'm using a Copic multiliner SP. I also have ones that they don't say SP, but they say black. I don't know what the difference is, if there is one. But Copic multiliner, I'm using 0.5 for these panels. Okay. So ooh, here's an exciting page. Denton Crux appears to be getting sucked into Bonehead's head. What the who's it? How did this be? That's what you get for reaching into things what don't belong to yous. A little thin. I think I'm gonna double up on that. Now, normally, I think I was using my 0.8, but I've trashed the tips on all the 0.8 Copic multiliners. You can probably get new tips for these. That's something I should look into. That would save me a lot of pen buying and grief. Because I always buy new sets. And I have just like 4 sets in this drawer over here. And it's way more, like half those pens I like never use. So I know you can buy replacement inks. Let's see if I can do this without busting my hand into 47 pieces. I did it with my teeth. You can buy new ones of these, the refills. You just swap it out, stick it in the pen, and you're ready to go. So I'm pretty sure you can wind off the tip and replace that too. I'll bet that's cheaper than buying new sets all the dang time. These glasses are falling off my face as I'm looking down to ink the panels. So this P, this schlump, as seen in the Oxford Dictionary, the P breaks the panel. So watch me draw right through it. If I know me, I'm going to trash it. Oh, look at that. I did it right. I thought I was going to forget at the last minute and draw right through it. The night's still young. I'm still drawing right up to it. Okay. Panel. Oh, my back. Okay. Reposition myself here. Okay. And then let's reposition this light too, for heaven's sake. There we go. I can see again. I'm like Jimmy Carter. I see, said Jimmy Carter. I don't know that he actually has 20/20 vision. I'm pretty sure I've probably seen photos of him with glasses. I've definitely seen a lot more of him without glasses, though. Wait, did he die? He's still alive, right? He's still building houses, habitats, as it were. Jimmy Carter. Yeah, he's still kicking. He is 97. I was close. I said 96 earlier, I think. Or I might have said 97. I don't know. In any case, I'm a genius. Maybe all that stuff I said about Mozart was true, too. Instead of Ink the Book Show, I should have called this the Information Network. The Information Show. Come on. Hey, everybody. Grab some facts. Grab an almanac and your favorite whiteout pen. Because today we're writing history. Did I say almanac? I meant encyclopedia. What a fool. What a maroon. What a dunderhead. Grab your favorite history book. And your correction fluid of choice. We're writing history. And we're doomed to repeat it. Yee-haw! I don't know, I'm a cowboy. The Final Frontier. The past. Oops. Now that's my way. Going through the stop sign. Okay. I had to pinch myself for a second there. I thought I wasn't making mistakes anymore. There we go. These are the panels, folks. This is how a comic, this one in particular, is made. By blatant disregard for good sense and sheer plow-through-itiveness. It is 10:09. Do you know where your children are? They're in the back of my white panel van playing video games. They say I'm a cooler parent than you. Sucka. So if that were the case, I should probably get them out of the white panel van. Take that, you ruler. If you spell schloomp any other way, you're dead to me. This is the one true way to spell schloomp. Schloomp. Nailed it. Up to and including spelling it correctly. Okay, now we have schlurp, the illegitimate bastard cousin of schloomp. Schlurp. This one I am less confident that I spelled it correctly. But I like to live dangerously, you see. Maybe with this sound effect, I'm dead to you. It's the circle of life. You spell something wrong. You're dead to me. I spell something wrong. I'm dead to you. Okay. Let's see. I'll do the top 2 panels, and that'll be a full page worth of panels tonight. Oof. You got your chocolate in my eye socket. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought I put his arm in the wrong hole, but he reaches in again. Okay. That's fair. That works. I was like, it's in the wrong hole this whole page. It was better for staging for this scene to be in the other one. So he peeks in, then he reaches in to the other one. I posted a drawing today on my Instagram and Twitter at Wrangleshank. I used to do daily drawings, and now I'm like always falling off the wagon on it, but I'm trying to get back to daily drawings. I still post pretty frequently. Fairly frequently. I posted this little goblin today. He kind of reminds me of Ickis from Real Monsters. Just because of the color he is. He's kind of like a pinkish purple color. And he's got these big, I don't know what you'd call them, like big gremlin ears. Kind of like Ickis. Okay. Jasper Johns. I'm getting texts I don't want right now from. They're like spam texts. Oh man, am I drawing off screen? I should be beaten. Here we go. Eyeball. Bonehead's a skeleton. Denton Crux is a skeleton. Denton Crux has eyeballs. Bonehead has no eyeballs. In fact, it wasn't planned this way, but the two antagonists, the two true antagonists of this story, have pupils, and all the protagonists, there's like 4 or 5 or 6 or something, all the good people do not have pupils. Okay. So Bonehead, Petunia, his girlfriend, Mort, his buddy, his other buddy at the beginning of the story, Doyle, Billy TV kind of becomes an ally. Spoiler alert, I guess. And who else? I don't know. The king of Planet Montana. They all don't have pupils. They all have different kinds of eyes. Like I say, that wasn't planned, but it is kind of an interesting motif that emerged. It's kind of like on Futurama, all the robots have square pupils, and all the humans have regular round ones. I didn't draw his tie here. His bow tie, his crossbones bow tie. There's so many parts to his outfit. It's easy to forget sometimes. I did it in all the other drawings, so that's good. I don't see anything that I missed in any of the other drawings. Even his coattails, which I forget sometimes too. There we are. Okay. So here's his arm. His bone. Okay. A lot of drop shadow going on this jacket. Okay. So I think the idea was that this top part is all black except for the lights that shine through. That's what it looks like to me. Ryan. These are always the slowest parts of the page, the big black areas. Especially if there's a lot of cutting around shapes to do like this. That's the part that really slows it down. Let's see, we've been on 2 hours. It's 10:30. Let's see. Yeah, this will make this drawing pop, I think. But what do I know? Ain't nothing. Here's that. That. Are these supposed to go to black? I'm going to leave them white. These two little stripes here. Yeah, I like that better. upside down. I don't know why, but I've got this going through my head right now. I'm trying to remember the name of a radio guy here in Chicago. I think he was the radio host for Q101, which is like a rock station. I'm not sure that Q101 exists anymore. I think it came back. Went away, then it came back. I think. But either that or it's just something else now. But there's this guy named Bruce something, I want to say, who, like, in between songs, like maybe once a day or once a week, he would tell you a story about the land of Fa and the king of the land of Fa, which was the Fa king. And then it was like the whole story was to get away with saying the F word on the radio. That was in the 90s, and then he left that radio station, but I think he went on to do the same gig for other radio stations. And I can't think of his name, and I'm just desperately trying to think of his name right now. Let's see, Chicago radio. Bruce Fa King. I don't know. No. Was it Butch or something? It was something like that. Lou Brutus. That's the guy. Lou Brutus. It's just bugging me that I couldn't think of the guy's name, is all. I wasn't so invested in the radio at the age that I would hear that guy that I have any stories to tell about it. Actually, my dad would always put on the radio, and he'd turn on some rock song, and he'd be like, "Who is it?" and like pop quiz us all the time. And we would always be like, "Ooh, that's Pink Floyd." He's like, "How do you know?" Unnecessary sound effects. And like, "Who is this?" Black Sabbath. You know, stuff like that. But he'd always like turn to me in the car, and he'd be like, "You like this song?" And every time, even if I liked it, I would say no. For years. It's like, come on. But there was a lot I liked. I remember I liked Lit, the band Lit. That's probably one I told him time and time again that I didn't like. Trying to think of other stuff. I like a lot of 90s grungy stuff that would come on the radio back then. Like what do you call them? The Toadies, Violent Femmes, Marcy Playground, The Offspring. What else? Remember that Eagle Eye Cherry song, Save Tonight? That's one that used to get a lot of radio play back then. I like that song. I like that music video because I think the dude singing the song, I think he was like everybody in the music video. I've never gone back and rewatched that, but I saw it on TV once and I was blown away by it. I thought it was really cool. Like I'd seen, people be duplicated in movies and stuff before, but I just thought it was a really clever. I just remember being really fascinated that he was everybody in the music video. Oh yeah, his tie. Okay. Oh. Here's some art animation stuff. I started I kept passing it up for some reason, but I checked out, like a few days ago, I checked out the first couple episodes of the Cuphead show. That's really cool looking. I've never played the game or anything, because I don't play games. But, I remember when the game was coming out, I think I was in art school at the time, and it was like a huge deal. Or it might have been after. I think it was after art school, but it was kind of like a big art deal because it looks like classic animation, like the rubber hose, kind of Betty Boop, Steamboat Willie kind of stuff. But it's pretty good. It's pretty cool looking. Oh, Local H, of course, was a big one for me back. Going back to the radio thing. Local H was one of the first bands I bought multiple albums by them. So probably Blink-182, Local H, who else? Korn, I think, was the very first band I bought multiple albums of, but I couldn't really get past their hits. I didn't really have much more interest in them, it turned out, than the couple hits. And I liked their album, the album covers. Do I have multiple albums? Yeah, I think I have Issues and I have Follow the Leader. Yeah, yes, correct. I'm running on fumes with this ink. I don't want to pour more.
Excuse me, sir, but you're touching my brain. Which my doctor says I shouldn't be doing anymore. On account of I could die? This is a surefire way to get an eye infection. This has pink eye written all over it. Let me see. I don't know if I like that angle to the background. No. I don't think I do. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do it with that. So I could do it up here, but I think it would lose, like it, if I do it down here, it'll make like Bonehead pop better from the background. Like as it is, I feel like we're losing a little of the drawing without them in white. It gets a little lost.
I think that's something that has helped me improve my art a little bit over the past 8 months, is talking through stuff out loud. Kind of helps me think it through better sometimes. Because I'm more actively thinking about it than me thinking about it in my head, because that way thoughts kind of stray in and out of each other and wander away. But if I'm saying it out loud, I'm more concretely holding onto the thought. That's my impression anyway. Because frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if I had a little bit of ADD in me. I guess we'll never know, because I'm not gonna find out. But because I'm living a very passable life without medication. But I think it's a good practice to talk stuff through. Okay. And I think that's going to be the show for today. So we finished page 171. Denton Crux pulls something out of Bonehead's head, tosses it, peeks back into his head, yells at Bonehead, and here he shoves his arm back into his head, feels around, he's like, where is it? Where is it? Here's something I didn't do. There's like barely any ink left. Here we go. I just don't want to pour more. His nostrils I didn't do. Okay. That's the show. I'll be back tomorrow. It should be tomorrow morning. I should come back and finish this page, maybe start the next. I think I'm going to panel some of the upcoming pages tonight, just so I don't have to do it as I go. I like diving into the page and doing the panels and sound effects ahead of time. So yeah. Oh, there I am. There I am. I'm still here. Hi, everybody. But yeah, that's the show. If I had something else to say, I forgot it. Anyway, this has been Ink the Book Show with me, Ryan. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Crimson, you bad friend. No, I'm just kidding. There she is. Yeah, sorry, I'm heading out. I am starving, and it's 11 o'clock already. You just got out of bed. No worries. I'll be on tomorrow morning. I don't know exactly when, but preparing for tonight. Oh, okay. Well, I'm out of here. As usual, by the end of the show, I need something to eat and to use the bathroom because of all the tea I'm drinking. But I'll see you next time. Bye, Crimson. Bye, everybody. Be good.